What's good, folks? Welcome back to the channel. Today I have for you Spider-Man, aka Miles Morales, versus Deku, aka Midoriya. This is Marvel versus My Hero Academia Death Battle. Actually just dropped recently, so, and I know I got a whole bunch of other ones to eventually get to. I'm taking my time. I'm not rushing myself. I don't want to burn myself out. So I'm trying to just pace myself with just all the different content that I try to react to. But yeah, we're gonna jump into this today. Big fan of My Hero, big fan of you know, big Marvel fan, definitely a big fan of Miles. They both have their feats, their special abilities, their you know, tests of strength, you know, the hurdles that they've overcome to get where they are. You know, Midoriya putting in the work that he's put in. You know, I know people dub him as a crybaby, but the man has actually put in the work and he's come out to be a dope-ass character, you know, and definitely a hero to be proud of. Miles definitely has gone through his trials and tribulations, you know what I mean, evolving in ways, especially in his powers, to the point where now he's what, like a vampire or something, and he's going up against gods now, from my understanding. And Miles being one of the 5 beings that Null is afraid of. There's only 5 people that Null himself is afraid of, and Miles Morales is one of them. But with that being said, let me not draw this intro out too long. It's about to, you know, be a couple minutes in already. We're going to jump into this. If you're new to the channel, definitely subscribe, definitely drop a like. And with that being said, let's dive on in.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
Huh?
And I want to play through all the Spider-Man games again.
Yo! You're more man and less spider than usual.
Whoa, I was looking for you. Care to show me what you can do?
All right, new guy. First lesson, don't watch the mouth. Watch the hands.
Now watch mine, Delaware! Ah!
Okay. Oh,
Let's try
okay.
that one more time.
All right, Deku. Got him.
Guess who?
Hey.
I can't use my full power here. Gotta take this somewhere else. Oh, gross!
Skills, man. I like that.
That web shooter is done.
Oh, mierda.
Damn. I'm loving this animation. It's a mix of My Hero, but like beyond the, you know, into the Spider-Verse.
The city so we can go all out. Because I always do my best.
Oh. Oops. Damn. All right, yeah, they going blow for blow. Yeah, this is crazy.
If I'm gonna do my best, I gotta do my own thing.
All right, I like that little callback into the Spider-Verse. Little dive shot.
Sarah was right. Your quirk is amazing.
Amazing is my buddy. They call me the ultimate Spider-Man.
His suit
With
has
that
shock
Hadouken.
absorption, not nullification. So, it's got a limit.
Oh yeah, Deku analyzes people's fighting abilities and their quirks. Even before he got his, he was always like analyzing and writing stuff down in his book.
Go beyond!
Damn.
Spider-Man.
And Deku won. That just gave me chills right there.
The ultimate.
That was crazy, bro. I'm not even gonna lie.
Dios, Aranya Hoven.
Let's start by talking about their superpowers, which matched up quite evenly. Unsurprisingly, given the not-so-subtle inspiration for Deku's quirks, though they did have some edges over the other.
The Spider Sense gave Miles more insight on his surroundings and threats than Danger Sense, which has been worked around before.
This meant Miles' invisibility was harder for Danger Sense to detect when he wasn't attacking, while the Spider Sense's radar system allowed him to find Deku in a smokescreen. But Izuku's other quirks granted him advantages of his own.
Float was a lot more mobile than Webs, and Fajin gave a bigger boost in strength than Venom did. Since both had some advantages and disadvantages, we're gonna call Superpowers a tie.
Next up, speed. Scaling to Peter, Miles could dodge light speed attacks, which actually outpaced Izuku moving faster than that sniper bullet. Fortunately for Deku though, that wasn't his best.
Thanks to Gear Shift, Deku could speed himself up to match Miles the same way he did to the light-catching Shigaraki. Even worse for Spidey, one touch from Gear Shift could freeze him in place and make dodging totally impossible. So speed goes to Deku.
As for skill, Deku was incredibly talented at analyzing an opponent's abilities and coming up with strategies on the fly.
But Miles' powers and fighting style gave Deku few immediate openings.
Deku may have received more formal training at UA, but he was ultimately only active in hero work for a little under a year.
Meanwhile, Miles has been handling everything from neighborhood crooks to multiverse-ending gods for significantly longer.
It's close, but with his greater experience, skill goes to Miles, and that means the biggest deciding factor
And strength is gonna go to Deku.
And
Watch.
that was no contest. Miles absorbing the energy of that bomb was nothing to scoff at, but overwhelming power is what One for All is all about.
When Deku defeated All for One, the energy needed to part those clouds with his punch had a yield of 362 billion tons of TNT, smashing the bomb Miles absorbed out of the water.
But it wasn't as simple as that. Miles is wearing a vibranium suit after all, so the question wasn't necessarily who was stronger, it was if Miles' suit was tough enough to continuously absorb Deku's blows.
When the Falcon protected New York from that city-destroying blast, it had a yield of 546 megatons. Impressive, but Deku defeating All for One was still over 600 times stronger than vibranium's limit.
And Deku did that with One for All's embers, not the full package.
And remember, the vibranium in Miles' suit was much thinner than what Falcon and Black Panther had, making it unlikely it could absorb as strong of a blast.
It's there to provide more protection, sure, but there was no way it could survive all of what Deku could dish out.
In this superpowered battle, it was
I'm not
Izuku's
mad,
overwhelming speed
but
and immense
I
strength
get it.
that made him the winning hero.
And the Morales of
I
the
mean,
story
I'm not mad,
Is
but
Deku.
overall I get it. Even though
Next time on Death Battle.
I prefer the Spider heroes. Okay, Godzilla. Oh, the Hulk versus who? The Hulk versus Godzilla.
Subscribe and join as a member to see more Death Battle.
That's a crazy matchup. But yeah, I mean, I get it. I get the comparisons and who was lacking where, but who had was better where and stuff like that. And I'm trying to see like, I feel like they really didn't assess all of Miles' abilities, right? And that's how I'm feeling, right? To give him a proper chance. Like we know Deku, we know his abilities, we know he has all the other the quirks from those who came before him and all that stuff, but we really haven't. I don't think they fully assessed all of Miles' abilities. And that just could be the bias in me talking, but like I said, I'm a fan of my hero, and I think the action and a lot of the story is great, especially especially like the combat moments are amazing. But I think because I've always been a Spider-Man fan, from Peter Parker to Miles Morales to Spider Ham and all these other, Spider Noir is actually one of my favorites, low key. Yeah, I think the bias is just talking, so I'm a bit salty. But other than that, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Hopefully you enjoyed this death battle with Spider-Man, a.k.a. Miles Morales versus Deku, a.k.a. Midoriya. I appreciate y'all. Drop a like, leave a comment, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.